And for primer, I'm going with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. For foundation today, I'm going to go in with an oldie but a favourite of mine, and it doesn't get enough love on my channel, and that is the YSL Le Teint Touche Éclat foundation. This is the new reformulated one, so it's a bit better coverage, and it's just kind of like an amped up version of the one that they previously launched. So I'm going to go in with this, and I think I am going to dot it on my face first and then blend it out. So I'm going to take one pump first. Actually, I might need another pump for my forehead. So I'm just taking like half a pump and just adding that to the rest of my face. I'm just going to come a little bit closer to the camera so you guys can see this in action. So I'm just going to start blending this out. So let's see how it works. Okay, this is really strange. Like, it's adding like an even layer a foundation all on my face, and it's so smooth. I don't think I'm like blown away by it, not yet anyways, but wow, it does make my skin look like skin, which I love when it comes to like brushes. Okay, so I've had like one hair shed, or is that my own hair? That might be my own hair. So I'm just going to finish off the forehead. It's actually so weird how it's made my skin like look like skin, but it's still got the coverage there of the foundation. But so far there's like no kind of like brush strokes on my face. It looks very kind of smooth. And I feel like the coverage is like really even, because I generally like just don't like brushes to do my foundation, but I'm quite impressed with this, you guys. Don't really think I'm impressed with the price of it. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a close-up of my skin so you can see what it looks like once all the foundation has been blended out using the Oval 7 brush. I'm actually going to add one more pump to my face just because I want to see how this brush kind of holds up to when you want to have more coverage. And this time I might just like dab it into the foundation. I love the feel of it, and I feel like you really need the tiniest amount, because the Beauty Blender obviously like does soak up a bit of product, whereas this is kind of like pushing everything into the areas that I want it to go in. I actually really like the way that you hold this. I think it's really comfortable. It's not like awkward. I thought it would be quite awkward, kind of like blending product into the face, but it's actually quite like nice. Quite impressed. Okay, so for foundation, I actually really like the way this applied the product. It has no kind of streaks on my face, which is my biggest bugbear when it comes to using buffing brushes or any kind of like dual fiber brushes for my base. So I'm very impressed with the way that it's just made my skin still look and feel like skin, even though it does have product on it. And it's distributed all the foundation really nice and evenly. I've just realized my top lip has completely like disappeared with foundation, so I'm just going to take that off real quick. So now that my foundation's done, I'm going to see how this performs with concealer. So I'm going to go in and add my usual Anti-Age Eye Rewind concealer from Maybelline. You guys know I always get the name wrong. I'm going to twist it up and just apply it to the usual areas that I like to apply it on my face. So that's my under eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin, and a little bit around my mouth. I'm also going to apply it to underneath where my contour would be. Okay, now I'm going to try and blend all of this out with the Oval 7 brush. I just know how easy it is with my Beauty Blender, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so it is definitely blending everything out. I don't know whether I would use this to blend out my concealer on like a day-to-day basis, only because I find it really strange going so close up underneath my eyes. Maybe I'll get used to it, who knows. It's definitely blended everything out really nice. I feel like it has dragged some of the foundation off, just kind of like around my nose. It's very difficult to like not mess up the foundation work that's already been done on the base, but overall I'm quite impressed with this. So I've just added a little bit of makeup on to my face, and in case you're wondering what's on my lips, I've got Coffee Craze, which is by Maybelline. It's beautiful cool toned brown. And then I've also mixed a little bit of Rich and Restless, which is a MAC liquid lipstick. And to top everything off underneath, I've got NYX Mahogany Lip Liner all over my lips. Now that I've had like a little bit of time to kind of like look at my makeup and let my kind of like thoughts sink into my brain, I really like the finish that it gives. My foundation went on so smoothly, so evenly, and I definitely felt like I needed less product on my face because it doesn't really tend to like soak up any product. It kind of just stays in like the top part of the brush and it's just kind of like moved and blended out. You cannot fault the application process of this. It's very kind of like airbrushed. I can imagine this working very well with a stick foundation, a cream foundation, and a liquid foundation. Whereas with the Beauty Blender, I don't feel like it performs as well when you're using a stick foundation. I would like to see how this lasts when you've done like a few applications using this, because I feel like it might get a little bit streaky. So I would probably say that I would have to wash this in between every 3 to 4 uses, if not less. Is it worth £60? That is where my biggest kind of like bugbear is. If this was a little bit cheaper, then I'd be like, yes, you guys definitely need it. I think the biggest thing for me is the price. Like, I don't think I will probably get any more brushes from the Artis range, only because they are very expensive, and I feel like I've got so many brushes that do a great job that unless it's something that's like revolutionary, I'm probably not going to go and buy. If, however, you are in a major rush and you want to get some makeup on quickly onto your face, then this is ideal. Putting your foundation on with a Beauty Blender does take quite a long time, especially to like blend everything in, whereas with this, like with a few swipes on your face, you are done. Would I recommend anyone to get this? Probably not, unless you want to really treat yourself, or if you're getting it as a gift to yourself or someone else. And I think this is a perfect gift for anyone who loves makeup because it is a very good tool. I wouldn't say just like don't get it. I do really like it, but I still love my Beauty Blender, I'm not gonna lie. Overall, I really like this brush, but the price is definitely very high for what it is. So yeah, that is the end of my first impressions slash review slash demo video on the Artis Oval 7 brush. Please let me know if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you would like to see any particular products or anything like that for me to review and do first impressions of next, then please leave me a comment below, because I would love to do more of these review chatty type videos for you all. So yeah, that's all for now, I guess, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!